So yeah, now the game will spawn tornadoes that do what you'd expect tornadoes to do. If you get close to them, it sucks you up into the sky, but the fall isn't necessarily fatal. Now you'll note that this one spawns in a pretty precise location and kind of affects the same debris. There are essentially invisible markers throughout town where tornadoes keep forming depending on where you are. Essentially, if you're within a certain area, tornadoes will spawn nearby, and that will complicate your ability to get around. So yeah, we need to get these 6 very heavy kegs to this van, which fortunately will be spared from the destruction. And the tornadoes will be doing their level best to irritate us in our progression. That's the thing, it really looks nice. Like, this game nails the weather effects and the general way that debris gets flung around by explosions and wind, water, and such. It is just a fantastic looking game. I love the aesthetic on it and the effort they put into creating these realistic looking locations and an approximation of realistic physics. It's hyper-realistic is the thing, and I absolutely love what they do with it. Remember, as long as you stay away from the actual cone of the tornado, you are in no danger. I am a weather expert. This is how it works. Yeah, exactly. Welcome to Oklahoma. Alright, so here's one of them. And we basically need to time this so the tornado doesn't suck it out of our hands and make it an absolute bastard to get around. Alright. Alright, hustle, hustle! I love that we're just, on top of the fact that we're now being chased by helicopter gunships and robots, and just super comfortable with putting our life on the line just to do crime. On top of all that, we are now just going out into a fucking tornado to steal stuff. And you know, people will do dumb things to take advantage of opportunities to steal stuff, obviously, but tornadoes are one of the few things that... They're one of the few things that nobody is gonna fuck with, even if they know what they're doing. You're not looting shit if there's a tornado in the area. You're hunkering down or you are a projectile. Alright. I think there's one mission in here where you're not under some kind of pressure and actually have time to explore. But yeah, Frustrum is a town that gets repeatedly fucked up by weather, or gunships, or other mishaps. And it is one of the... Oh, man. Like, I could not imagine people living here. Like, try to imagine moving back in after you've been told, yeah, a helicopter gunship was just casually strafing the area, chasing one guy. Oh man, that could have been a pun, but was not. Or, you know, I suppose it technically was, just not an intentional one. You might say we're all caught in a vicious cyclone. Ha ha! Alright, let's move. So where's the next one? It's right there where the tornado is. Awesome! No, no, shit! Ah! It's cool. I landed on the roof. I'm fine. Tornadoes can't hurt you if you land on the roof. So yeah, now that stuff is already getting fucked up, I don't feel too bad about destroying the place. I mean, you know, I didn't feel bad before, but now I have a reason to not feel bad. Anything in here? Nah, it's just a restroom. Okay, so we need to schlep that through the building. Let's just make a nice big hole here. Ah, shit! Oh, damn it! Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Alright. Get into the door. Get in. Get in. Alright. Go. 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 Alright. That's 2. Next one is over here in the hotel. But yeah, this gets back to what I was saying during the chase scene, and that the game's physics give the environment a very dynamic feel, so that when there is actually stuff going on that alters the environment besides you, like say someone shooting at you, it creates this very flexible feel to the environment, to the way you get around. Because we kind of take for granted that structures are going to be there until they're suddenly not. So yeah, how does a stealth game change when you can suddenly take out the floor or an enemy can shoot you through the ceiling? Or how does a tactical RPG change when enemies can just blast a hole through the floor and blast a hole in the wall and get at you that way? Like, the thing that I keep coming to is a game called Silent Storm, which is an awesome game that features a comparable level of complete destruction of the terrain. Pretty much any building can be completely destroyed, and you can do things like blow open a hole in the floor and use that to get to a second floor, or blow open doors instead of having to pick them. Oh, drink, don't mind if I do. Or to take out an enemy to just flatten the floor out from under them, or just bring down the entire building. This takes a lot of explosives to do, but it was just an unprecedented level of environmental destruction, and it still remains a really, really good game. Now, there's a midway twist there that's kind of, let's say, controversial and not very well received. Ooh, a silk smooth fabric softener. Fuck yeah. Now I don't have to go to Target after this. I won't spoil it for those who want to play it. It is kind of plot-related. But basically, there's a major mechanical shift that kind of changes how you play, that the game doesn't really telegraph. I mean, it sort of does, but it doesn't telegraph how much the game changes. And the way you have to look at progression and squad building. Because basically, you need to be ready for a new type of enemy, and you also gain access to what is essentially a new system, but it kind of undermines the way you were doing things, and there's no going back from there. And it's kind of a shame. It's a little hard to explain without spoiling things, but those who played it, you know exactly what I mean. And it's a shame, because I do think it is a genuinely good World War II commando RPG, basically. And let's see, where's the last one? Is it in here? Yeah, it's a very fun tactical RPG. I highly recommend it. Just be ready for a twist at the halfway mark that changes how you play the game, and not everybody agrees it's for the better. Let's get this out of here. Are there fire alarms? No, there are not. We just need to survive the tornadoes. Alright, easy, does it? Ah, shit. Okay, back off, back off. So you can see what I mean about the... tornadoes essentially spawning based on your position on the map. So there'll always be something nearby fucking up the environment and getting in your way. Alright, so we've got 3 more here, and these are a bit of a schlep. We're going to want to grab a vehicle for that. And we'll need something that can actually haul them. Let's lower the bridge here. Fuck you. Hook shotgun beats tornado. Take that, nature. Nature is displeased. Alright. Easy does it. This might work. So there's one there. So I think what I can do is this. Fucking get here. Get this without the tornado chucking me into the sky again. Get that over here. Now, you're going to want to secure these things, as the tornado is going to want to pick them up from inside the truck. And due to the way of the game's physics... Yeah, due to the way the game's physics work, it will separate the two, unless you tie it down. Yeah, you can see here, even though the tornado is over there, it is trying to pull that down, to pull that away. So if we secure it like so, we should be okay. Now, the other one is across the way. Jesus, fuck my eye, Christ. Alright. So does it over here. We gotta get you across. Yeah, there's an intensity to being close to these things that even though they're video game tornadoes, still kind of hits home. I am near this unstoppable force of nature, and it can ruin my day in a second if it so chooses. Again, the weather effects in this game are fantastic, and just a big part of why this game's overall aesthetic sticks with me, even though it is just representing just standard small town Sweden, I assume. It is doing so with a high level of fidelity. This is true, there aren't really that many. I remember the original demo for Alan Wake showed off the tornado physics, or showed off, like, tornadoes, and kind of demonstrated the way the physics engine worked. Yeah, there really have not been that many. I have not, no. Occasionally seen some funnel clouds that look kind of gnarly, but... Oh, fuck! No. Stay on there. Come on, fish truck, you got this. That's it. Yes! Fish truck 1, tornado 0. Beautiful. Yeah, we have had tornadoes very close, although, fortunately, I have not personally been affected. But yeah, even just being in the vicinity of a tornado warning, you learn real fast that nature does not fuck around. Alright, so there's one more over here, and I think this one already is in a truck. Is there anything in here? Nay. Yeah, you've had your own close call, Zero. That is definitely a reality check moment. That will make you clench up. Very glad you dodged that one. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, So this one is in here. It is not secured. We will want to secure it. So there's a really nasty scripted one that appears when we start moving this. You'll see what I mean. So yeah, hop the truck right here. And then just to be an asshole, the game spawns one more or less right in your path. Yeah, if your barrel isn't tied down, these will pull it right out of the truck and just fling it off to the edge of the map or somewhere else. It's really inconvenient. So very handy to have the cables and just tie it down before you do anything. It's wild seeing how long it took to rebuild the dry cleaner and gateway tire place after that. They went through and demoed it. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it's hard to appreciate just how much damage they can do until you see it, or know someone who has, or just see the reports afterward. Like, houses are just gone in the path, that are in the direct path. For some of the bigger ones, I mean, obviously they vary in terms of intensity. Come on! I think you need to just get out and push. Just get you over the finish line. Ah, we're stuck on debris here. Yeah, see, that thing's not accurate at all at close range. Rather ironic for a shotgun. But yeah, that's everything. Off we go. Oh, man. Alright. Now we're into winter proper. But actually, if we're getting close to the end of the year, that would actually be kind of late for a tornado. Not impossible, because yeah, anytime you have the anytime you have a high pressure front and a low pressure front, it's possible, but yeah. Interesting weather they get up here in Sweden, or locale. This is an EFG 05. Enhanced Fujita Scale Game Edition. Nice. Alright. Now what do we get this time? Ooh, hey, BlueTide. Now, you know that thing that everybody's saying is addictive that we are actively investigating because of its addictive properties? Now we can totally use it ourselves, and it basically acts as like a super energy drink. So this speeds us up and makes us jump higher and such. So if we down one, we basically get super speed and super jump for a very short period of time. We can lengthen the effects and get more in our inventory if we upgrade them. But yeah, I just find that very amusing that the very thing we are investigating is now a tool. Yeah, do drugs for fun and profit, exactly. Alright, now then. Tornado strikes Frustrum. Massive property damage has been reported as tornadoes hit Frustrum. This is the worst I've seen in locale. Thanks to an early evacuation, no injuries have been reported. Thankfully, nobody was in the way to interrupt my crime spree. Mom always loved to tell me she spent the Christmas she was pregnant with me in the cellar. Oh, man. Yeah, that'll make it a very memorable Christmas indeed. Glad everybody got through that okay. Alright. So, what do you got for us? Okay. Amanatides. We found something. Turns out the ingredients you brought back from Hollowrock contain an unknown, highly addictive chemical. One of the samples still had the shipping label on, and it's coming from Amanatides Mall. Did some digging into the ownership structure of the mall and got a match on one of Amanatides' holding companies. He's using the mall as a repackaging central, so the chemical must be sent to Amanatides from somewhere, repackaged and then passed on to Hollowrock. Could you pay a visit to Amanatides and then give me the shipping logs? I have a lot of dirt on Amanatides already, but without the source of this chemical, there's not much I can do. Of course. That's the cops for you. They always want one more favor. Exactly, Zero. Good to have you here. But yeah, now we... Actually, do I have enough money to upgrade anything? I don't think I do. Yeah, no. It's a fair bit of money to upgrade the duration and such, unfortunately. We're going to need to get it to a new map. Which we might before long, actually. It might be after this mission. But, yeah, we're going back to the mall. And I believe they will have... I think we'll be back to the usual alarm stuff here. Yeah, here we go. Fire alarm, wire alarm box, breaking alarm box, or wire triggers the alarm. So yeah, now it's winter, and everything's all covered in a lovely shade of white. You can see here we got footprints in the ground as we walk around, continuing this game's commitment to attention to detail. They're actually building the... I think it's going to be a parking garage over here. Although that's also supposed to be parking space there. They're building something over here. This is where the old building was that we took out. So again, it's a nice sense of progression that shows what's been happening over the 6 months or so since the start of the game. Last quake I remember feeling was the state in Oklahoma. I forgot how large it was, but it wobbled the chair I was sitting in. Oh man, that'll wake you up. Yeah, I've never experienced an earthquake myself or been close enough to one. Sisters had a couple that were technically in range of it. That, like, at the very edge of smaller quakes out in California, but none of the big ones they've had. Yeah, I can imagine it affects you. It affects you in ways you're not prepared for. Because again, you're not prepared for the ground to fucking move. You expect the floor to be there, and suddenly it's dancing a jig under your feet. That's got to be a little bit disorienting. Yeah, I tried to get a hold of Vivian. Yeah, I can imagine she's got a few stories. Okay, so everything is going to be in here except for these two over here. If we grab a crane, we can move this over there. So let's try that. Alright, so that one is here, I believe. And because this is in a shipping container, the alarm is right there. So we can pick this up and move it. Bring this close to the mall. Hopefully without breaking it. Ah, fuck! Whoops. It's all good. Just making some space here. You might say this game has poor signposting. Haha! Right. I think if we have that right here, it's near enough. So I'm trying to remember how I did this. I think I started right here and sort of worked my way through a very precise arrangement of destruction. I think as long as we have this on the way... Actually, we can probably just pull this over by our van here and just grab it as we leave. Son of a bitch. Bill you for the board pun. Alright, let's pull you up here. There we go, perfect. Crane's back up. Look, I was trying to do a crane pun, but nothing was really catching. Ha ha! There we go. Now, come on! Speaking of nothing catching, come here. Perfect. Alright. So, we got one right here by the exit. That's perfect. Now, the other one over here is not so perfect. I think that one is anchored in place and there's nothing we can do to move it. So we want a good vehicle that we can hop in and immediately speed over. I think this will be good enough. Yeah. Oop. There you are. Yeah, that's right there. That's not going to work. Or that's not going to be anything we can do anything with. So yeah, we grab this, hop out of here. Let's slap a couple of these thrusters on for funsies. Just to quickly get over there. Alright, drink time. Thank you. Okay. Now remember from reviewing the footage, I think there was something over here that I missed. Yes. Sandproof radio. Nice! It made a little more sense when there was a small beach set up here, but now that there's the winter, it's just someone left a radio out there. But hey, 35 bucks is 35 bucks. Okay, now we get over to the mall, where the majority of our larceny must take place. So yeah, the object we're looking for is here. So we're going to want to make a small, precise hole there. Beautiful, beautiful. Yep. Okay, labels with addresses. Okay, so we grab that, and then we need to get over here. External hard drive. Oh man, it's all the way up. Alright. Up there it is. Oop, nope, that's the jail cell. Interesting thing to have at a mall. Alright. So, here I think is where we're going to make use of the hunting rifle, because we need to... The plan of attack is get in here, grab that, get over here. Rather than try to tunnel up here, we're basically just going to drop this down and hang it through a hole. This, I think, we can lower down without risk of the weight of the device pulling it free of the cable. So, let's make a hole. Say, right, wait. Just in case. Right there. Now, we need to make sure this thing falls in a very specific direction. So we are going to build a small ramp. Just so this thing physics is in a favorable direction. So, we'll say this way. I think that should work. Yes. Ow. Okay. So yeah, if we stand down here and shoot that, I think all we got to do is play catch. Let's try it. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Now we're having some theft here. Now, next object in a stack of labels, storage. Same level, that's going to be over here. Now it's going to be behind the... It's going to be in the guts of the place. Is there anything in here we can steal? Don't think so. Ah, there it is. Alright. Yeah, so we'll run over here. In fact, let's see if we can just bust a hole in the wall of this thing. That'll do. Why use our explosives, which cost money, when there is a cost-effective solution right there? Now, what else is there? Computer with information. Old shipping logs. Binder with addresses, huh? Okay, so we need to get up. So, what's the quickest way up? I think we can get through here. So yeah. Just knock a hole. Let's say this'll do. There we go. Actually, wait. No. That's still losing some time. Now, I think what we need to do is go straight across. Go over here. Then grab that. drop down there, and then hustle on out of there. Yeah, that's a better idea. So instead of that, although we can still maybe make use of that as a backup plan. No, we will head straight out here. And we need a way up there. How about... what if we do this? Yes! Easy to do it. Just very still. Alright, so what if we do... there. Alright, that works. Is that going to stay, however? This is very precarious. Okay. Dumb as hell, but it works. That's really the only qualities we need here. Except we gotta get up there now. Shit. Or we can just make ourselves a new stairway right here. That'll do. Alright. And we're right on the... oh, fuck. Yeah, we're gonna need to hit that with some momentum. It is doable, but the ramp is on the tail edge of what is climbable. So if we get a few props under there, that should be enough to make it a relatively smooth incline. Okay, so that's that. We get that. That's good. Then out through here, out through here. See, the problem is this is up here, and this is down here, so we need to get out. So, do we need to climb one more floor? I think we do. Okay, I think there's... yeah, that should work. Ah, no problem. No problem at all. Yeah. Still a bit of a steep climb, but again, you hit it with enough momentum. Actually, let's bring a chair out here. Let's bring a table out here. No, I can't move that. Damn it. Okay, let's bring a copier out here. Why not? There we go. There we go. Perfect. Nice and easy. I think that last one's in here. Alright, so we run in here, grab that. Damn it! Oh. Fucking hell. Okay, no, that's good. That's already there. Alright. Yep, we'll have to redo some destruction. Yeah, I just love how quickly the hook works and just pulls stuff straight towards you. It has no respect for the physics in this game, and it's... oh, damn it! Alright, we might need something else we can use there. Let's back in our platform here. Fortunately, our plank earlier is undestroyed, so we could just use that like so. Beautiful, beautiful. Perfect. Creative recycling. Yeah, see, this thing kind of wants to tilt. That's better. Sloppy, but it'll do. Beautiful, beautiful. Plank down. Alright. So we grab that, and then we need a way out. Way out found. So we drop down, and I believe the last one is right under here. Where are you at? Where you be? There it is. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so I think we got this ready. So, start here at the restaurant. Hop in the car here. Jet on over. Grab this. Over here. Shoot that one. Catch it. Run over here. Grab those labels. Get across there. Up the floors. Up there are little platforms there. Grab the computer. Cross there, grab the binder, cross over here, grab the shipping logs. Then get over here and hit that before we run out of time. In fact, we're going to want to make sure there's a opening here. In fact, let's use the nitroglycerin. Why not? It's fun. Exactly. Out of my way, damn you. Yeah, that'll work. This will be a suitable chariot to get me to the finish line. Perfect. All right, let's get in position. All right, let's take a save here. Drink. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. It's crime time! Ah! Caught on the stuff, the debris. Gimme, gimme. Alright, back through here. Excellent, excellent. Move this, Tears, you got this. Beautiful, beautiful. Ah! No, my chariot! Fuck! Okay, it's alright, we can do this. Yes! Call me Ash, because I've got to catch them all! Haha! Okay, I don't know where I was going with that, kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing while I was running around, but yes! Relatively straightforward. Just another case where if you want to get every single one, you gotta think a bit laterally, because they're on different... Peekaboo. Yeah, you gotta think in terms of flattening the objectives as best you can, or coming up with quick ways to get between levels, because it is tricky. It's a little like, it's a little like Villa Gordon in that respect. But yeah, that'll do it there. And what are we at? 2 hours, 44 minutes. Near enough that we'll probably call it, but let's see. Hey, genius! Finally the game recognizes it. So yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about with the train car. We're actually doing a little bit of building here. And we got what looks like a nice little restaurant area. So I'm... Apparently we're going to be entertaining guests. Because, yeah, we got a little food service area. We're going to be serving drinks. We got beer. I assume we're going to be setting up either some kind of employee lounge or just this is going to be a side business to our side business. And we are going to be a demolitionist criminal restaurateur. You know, why not? You gotta diversify. We need alternative sources of income because clearly crime isn't working out for us that well. Although, you know, can't say we're not having some success at it. Mom's Cafe, there you go. Okay. Now, this is why you do the side objectives, because we have unlocked all our tools. Now, getting these... getting the extra points will just get us cash rewards, and that's going to be one of the big ways in which we can upgrade our tools without having to constantly hit new levels, because you do eventually run out of those. So if you get every side quest as early as possible, you unlock the tools early, you get more cash rewards. So that's a big reason why it's worth doing. Anyway, break in at Amanatides. Okay, so newly appointed mall manager Aaron Gregorius. That's not ominous at all. That is the name of someone you fight in a church. That is a Dark Souls boss. Sun in Mind, Electric Kind. What's this? Sunny Max Solarium. Like the real deal. Almost. Yeah, when you want a tan, but it's the dead of winter. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Yeah, Q Latin chanting. Exactly. You deplete their health bar, and then they just turn red. Alright, so break in at Evertide's Mall. We've had some issues with the former upper management. But one of my first actions is to deepen our strategic partnership with Kila's security. Okay. So, just keep doing what you've been doing and eventually it'll work out. That's the strategy, basically. Anyway, another setback. Amanatides. This guy also seems to have trouble figuring out that the person he keeps hiring is being hired by other people to sabotage his properties. There's a little bit of a twist late in the game on that, though, but I won't give that away. But yeah, for the moment, he seems puzzled by who keeps doing this. Anyway, you won't believe this. There's been another break-in, but this time at the repackaging hub. It appears that security was inadequate at best, so the manager has been released with immediate notice. Apparently, someone has insights into my operation they should not have. The new manager has an inkling of who could be responsible, so the matter shall be discussed internally. If further knowledge is provided, I will likely need your assistance in this matter, so wait further instructions. Oh, I'll just bet. Alright, cops want something else for us. Up for a trip? The shipping logs gave a hit. A very distant hit, actually. How'd you feel about leaving the cold weather for a trip to the Muratori Islands? It'll be like a free vacation. Well, almost. So, yeah, we're going to be having a change of scenery here. We'll be ending the stream shortly. I won't be starting another mission, but we'll be going to a new hub for the time being with an interesting little change to gameplay. A bit of a restriction, but first let's upgrade some stuff. Yeah, we're going to be having a change of scenery, so let's pop on over to our next hub. Muratori Islands. Not a bad time for a tropical getaway, considering we're in the dead of winter, apparently. So yeah, for the next few missions, we've basically got our own little island getaway here. All paid for by the local government. Isn't that nice of them? So yeah, this is another level I kind of like, because this whole thing does actually feel like a really nice personal resort. So let's take this over here. Let's find our bedroom. Set our luggage down. Don't ever set your luggage on the bed itself. Leave it on the floor. You know what those wheels get into. So yeah, let's unpack. So, because we have traveled, we only have our starting tools to work with, so that's going to be an issue for the levels to come. Any upgrades we apply will still apply to their damage, but we're going to need to scavenge stuff as we get there. Basically, they couldn't get everything through security, so we're going to have to improvise when we get to where we're going. Anyway, let's check out the mail here. Hope you have settled in after the long flight, and sorry about the rest of your tools. I just couldn't find a way of getting them through security. This is before 9/11, so yeah. Apparently, even in 1997, they still frown on bringing high-powered rifles and explosives on the plane. Go figure. Anyway, I contacted the local PD, gave me some intel on the alarm system. We need to shut it off in order to access their storage systems. The alarm system can only be disabled unnoticed if the terminals are hacked within 1 minute. It's a bit of a run, but I have faith in you. So yeah, that'll be our next mission. We will get to that next time. Yeah, something plane gets stolen and flown to Libya. Exactly. Make contact with some South American revolutionaries while we're here. I bet they'd be very interested in the amount of nitroglycerin I have access to. But yeah, I really do like this little island area. Because it is just basically your home base between missions for the next few missions, but we got a few little things you can sort of play around with here as well. We got a jeep we can roll over here. Got another small little beach area. Jeep that it just threw in the water or out on the rocks. Good luck getting that back. And we got a nice little bar over here. Scurvy Tom. That's a name you can trust. Looks like a very well-apportioned bar. I mean, this is a personal resort. We're not going to be having guests over here. This is all for us. Rotoi, Gargle Blaster, Venda Aqui. Outstanding. Oh. Back up in the water. Let's see. There you are. Just a little something to finish. Fortunately, they did not take the hook shotgun and the C4, which that would bust the challenge of this in half, so we will be making very judicious use of that, but rest assured there are ways to get around without our existing arsenal. But yeah, we will call it there. We've earned our nice tropical vacation. We might as well enjoy the calm before the storm. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow night, I'll be playing Gunman Chronicles, which is a Half-Life mod going back a ways that I was really quite fond of, and there's kind of an interesting story around it. And I actually just found a mod that kind of puts it back on the Steam list, because annoyingly, it is not for sale anywhere. It's one of those games that kind of fell down the abandoned hole, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So next week, we will be back to Baldur's Gate 3 with the rest of the crew. But until then, and until tomorrow night, have a good night, everyone. See you next time. Let's see what happened. Ah, didn't get all the way over here. Damn it! There we go. Yes! Perfect. See you next time, folks.